All right, everybody, welcome back. This is our second science lesson. Now, I know last time we were talking about adaptations in terms of inherited traits and learned behaviors, but this week we're going to jump a little bit and we're going to start talking about space. All right, so our science joke of the day. How do you organize a party in space? You plan it. All right, now, so take 2 minutes, pause the video, and write down everything you think you know about space and the solar system. Use a piece of paper. Go. I'm going to keep going, but pause the video now. All right, our job today, we have 2 teaks that we're going to be using. So we have teak 3.8c. The student is expected to construct models that demonstrate the relationship of the sun, earth, and moon, including orbits and positions. And then 3.8d, the student is expected to identify the planets in Earth's solar system and their position in relation to the sun. So we're going to kind of combine those two, and we're going to say the learner will identify the planets in the solar system in their position in relation to the sun by constructing a diagram model that shows the relationship of the sun and the planets, including orbits and positions. So, we're going to talk about our solar system today. The first thing in our solar system is the sun. It is an average-sized star in comparison with the rest of the stars in our galaxy and in the universe. It is at the center of our solar system. It is made up of mainly of hydrogen and helium gases, and it provides the Earth with heat and light. The sun is the biggest celestial object in our solar system. Jupiter is next and is also the biggest planet. So you can see here, the yellow arrow is pointing to the sun, and then right here is Jupiter. Okay. Next, and then the first planet that we have from the sun is Mercury. It is a rocky inner planet, meaning that it is in the inside of the asteroid belt in our solar system, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but it is inside of our asteroid belt, and also it's between the sun and the asteroid belt. It takes 88 Earth days to revolve around the sun, and it doesn't have a very thick atmosphere, and it's entirely covered with craters. Next from the sun, so we have the sun, Mercury, and then Venus. So it is the second planet from the sun. It is another rocky inner planet, so again, it's between the sun and the asteroid belt. It takes 224.7 Earth days to revolve around the sun. It is very hot. It has a thick atmosphere, and it has a ton of active volcanoes. So next, we have the sun, Mercury, Venus, and then we have Earth. Earth is the third planet from the sun, and again, it is a rocky inner planet. So it is between the sun and the asteroid belt. It revolves around the sun in about 365.25 Earth days. That's why every 4 years we have a leap year, because all those 0.25s add up and we have a full extra day every 4 years. Now, Earth is the only planet in our solar system that is known to support life as we know it. Next, we have Mars. Mars is the last inner planet. It is the fourth planet from the sun. It takes 687 Earth days to revolve around the sun. So a year on Mars is close to twice as long as ours. It has seasons like us, polar ice caps also like us, and volcanoes and weather similar to us. Now, next in line is the asteroid belt. As you can see here, the red arrow is pointing to the asteroid belt. So we have the inner planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, then the asteroid belt, and then the outer planets, which we'll get to in a minute. But that's Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So Jupiter is the fifth planet from the sun. It is a gaseous outer planet. It takes 11.9 Earth years to revolve around the sun. So a Jupiter year is 11 times as long as an Earth year. It is the largest planet in our solar system, and it has a banded appearance and a large red spot. You can see the banded appearance here, how it kind of alternates light, dark, light, dark. Next, we have Saturn. Saturn is the 6th planet from the sun. It is a gaseous outer planet, and it takes 29.4 Earth years to revolve around the sun. It is surrounded by rings, right here, made of chunks and of ice and rocks. Next, Uranus. It is the 7th planet from the sun. It is a gaseous outer planet, and it takes 84 Earth years to revolve around the sun. It rotates on its side and appears blue due to methane gas in its atmosphere. And last, we have Neptune. It is the 8th planet from the sun. Again, it's a gaseous outer planet. It takes 164.8 Earth years to revolve around the sun. It is, as you can imagine, very cold there because it is so far from the sun, and it has a windy atmosphere. Alright, so we've learned about all 8 planets and the sun and the asteroid belt, so we have a good overview of our solar system. Now we're going to get into our assignment. Our assignment is to read through the STEMscopedia activity on the solar system, which again can be found in Google Classroom. And then at the very end of the STEMscopedia activity will be a diagram, and it will ask you to place planets and draw their size accordingly. If you can't print out this paper, then just draw the diagram on your own and submit it to Google Classroom if you are able. Additionally, please complete your lesson MOL that's found in Google Classroom, as the MOL and the assignment diagram will both count towards your grade for this lesson. So, to review, we identified the planets in the solar system. We talked about their position in relation to the sun, and for your assignment, you're drawing a diagram that shows the relationship of the sun and the planets, including their orbits and positions. Your lesson extension, there is a 3.8 CD lesson extension activity that's found in Google Classroom. It has 3 open-ended response writing items, so make sure to use complete sentences when you are writing. And that is everything for today, you guys. I know this might be a review for some of you guys, but we're just going to continue with the curriculum that we have, and I know that we're still going to be learning a lot through all of these. So if you have questions, drop a comment in Google Classroom or on this video. I would be able to answer it then. And I will see you next time. Bye.